Alright guys, I got another piece of alien technology from Thor in Medicine Lake, Montana. Handcuff3D, or maybe it's handcuffed, I really don't know. And it's got some kind of code there, something lock company. He says only open this one clockwise. It's made, looks like it's made out of PVC. I mean, we could hit it with a hammer, but that would really defeat the purpose of this challenge lock. He says it is a 6-pin lock, and I got the note here. I can't remember all these names. He says it does not contain a cryBB, but there is a Protex and a Detex, and that's what they look like. So pretty unique name and a weird hole in the key. So let's go ahead and clamp this thing up and give it a whirl. Looks like, if I get it picked, it looks like maybe somehow or another that ball bearing will free up, and then this thing might come out. We'll figure it out. Let's. Oh, we do have a key, by the way. We have Stay Mummied and Sealed. That's how they spell sealed in Montana. All right, let me clamp it up and give it a go. All right, Thor, I don't know what you have inside of here, but it is nasty. This is my 6th attempt, about 10 minutes each. And in recognition, I've already pre-staged a shiny new pack lock for you. If I don't get it in this time, then that thing is all yours. This thing is so frustrating. All right, I've been using top of the keyway, and I'm going to continue to do that because it lets me work in the bottom. And I've been working with a variety of different picks. A lot of floppiness in this lock, but that doesn't mean diddly. All right, I am going to put the microphone right next to it. Hopefully you'll be able to hear. There's a lot of crunchiness in this thing, and I'll try to shut up. Okay, I get that every time, but what ultimately will happen is I'll get a fault set at about that angle, but the lock doesn't open. Yeah, let's see if we can do that again. All right, there's some counter rotation. Pin 1. Very sharp edge on this thing. Lost the fault set. Got it back. All right. And pin 1 is still picked. Good. Pin 6, very slight counter rotation. I got to click on him. All right, right here. That's pin 5, getting some counter rotation on him. Very slight. I've learned that this is not the right pick, though, so I've got to go with one of his brothers, the deep hook from the SS Dev, because we have a low cut pin right around number 4, I believe. I get him in there. Find him. Where are you? There it is. Counter rotation. Very slight click. Now I'm going to pull this guy out because I lose a lot of feel with that deep hook. Go back to this guy. Okay, that was pin 3. Got a little click, but no turn on the core. Come on. That was the warding, that wasn't a pin. Tell you what, let me zoom in a little bit. It does give a little bit of feedback, but not a heck of a lot, except for pin number 1. Tremendous counter rotation on him. Oops. All right, I'm not getting anything with this medium hook. The only thing I can figure is that something really high and I just can't reach it with that hook. So I'm going to go back to the deep hook. Nothing. Come on. All right, something just fell. It fell all the way to the bottom, whatever it was. There it is, 3. Okay, that was pin 6. And that's pin 2. All right, we got that 45-degree thing. This makes the 6th time I've been stuck. I'm going to pull the mic out of here. This is the 6th time I've been stuck in this trap. The lock, it's not a true trap. The lock will let you rotate it back, but it will not let you continue to rotate. I can't find anything in there, guys. I've stuck picks in to feel along the sides to see if maybe there's something hiding in there, and I can't figure it out. So what I'm going to try, I haven't tried this yet. Back all the way out. See if I can find a good tensioner. I'm going to slide him just like that and keep light tension, and I'm going to take my bump hammer. Now, you couldn't normally do this. I get it if this were in a door, but it's not a door, man. This is a handcuff. And I'm going to tap it, and then maybe we can bounce the trap spring out. And if that doesn't work, I can hit it from the other side. Okay, let's try to hit it from up here. Nope, let's hit it from the sides. Nope, try from this side. That is not going to work. Huh. Ah, this will work. Okay, that wasn't loose a while ago. It is loose at the 45 though. I didn't even try that. We got some kind of weirdness right on the side of the lock. I was wondering, I figured there had to be a screw holding it in beneath all this foil tape. All right, there is a pin right there. What in the heck? Looks like there was a pin taped with foil, like right there. All right, I'm going to set this down since it doesn't look like anything's going to spring out. I'm just going to set them down right here. All right, so that comes out. All the guts come out. I'm trying to figure out what that pin did. There's kind of a groove cut in the plastic. And then there's a slot that's hidden by the tape. But I don't see that that would really do anything. I can't understand what this pin is for. All right, I think I know what the trap is, though. This is a little spring-loaded locking pawl that looks like you drilled a hole in the side of it to pop in to the housing. There's probably a hole that's been drilled into the core. And I'll bet, see if I can slide my pick in there and actuate that somehow. Maybe not. I feel a hole there, but it doesn't appear to be moving that little thing out of the way. All right, well, I think it is it is not truly picked. So regardless of how this turns out, Thor, this is yours. I'm going to end up sending it to you. But I am really curious as to why this thing was so difficult to pick. That had nothing to come into play until after I got it to the 45. Why is it not going the rest of the way? I can't figure out, unless there's something on the key to push that locking pawl. Let's take a look at the key. I don't know what the arrow's for. Huh. Luckily, I don't have to worry about a battery anymore. You guys have given me a couple of tips. All right, this is some true weirdness. That is kind of the bidding that I would expect, which is probably why the only reason I was able to pick it is to go to this SS dev in order to get in there to get, come on baby, focus, to get that one without oversetting him, and to get him without oversetting him. No other hook would have done it. That explains the 5 completely failed attempts. This hole, that I can't explain. So we're going to open it up, take a look. Let's make sure the thing works. Okay, I believe it is locked. And it does work perfectly. All right. Let's go ahead, keep all of this, move all this stuff out of the way, get a pinning tray in here, and have a go. Ah. Come on. A lot of grease on this thing. All right, I'm going to hold my finger over the top of that. This thing's really nasty. I didn't do that. I didn't put any of that in there. Probably should have. All right, we do have a pin right in the side, and that probably is about where that hole is. Yep, he lines up perfectly with that pin. Huh. All right, we'll look at that again in a minute. Let's go ahead and dump these guys. Standard with an extra load of grease. Number 2 is also standard with an extra load of grease. Number 3, now I'm starting to see some weirdness. Come out of there. Take a look at that. Come out of there. Well, I thought that was like a T-pin, but it turned out to be just a standard pin with another extra load of grease on him. Number 4 is a T-pin. Whoop. It looks like a little serration built into the bottom of him. Number 5. Okay, we'll take number 6. Number 6, real tiny little guy with a bunch of grease on him. And number 6 is a standard steel pin. That is not what I expected. I am trying to figure out what these 3 little grooves are. There's no spring, no pin. There's just a bunch of goop in there. There is a little catch. That's it. Let's dump out this side pin. And he looks like a side pin that you'd find in a high security lock and a dimple lock. That looks like it has all the way through, goes all the way through the core. I got it. So he would be spring-loaded. When we had the little spring detent there, it lines up with that pin. So if the key is not in there, the spring would push that detent in and allow that little sharp edge on that detent to get caught in, guess what? That groove. Huh. All right. Pretty inventive. Let's see what we got upstairs. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice big deep spool, homemade. Ah, come on. This grease is holding everything together. Steel spring. Number 2. Oh yes, I don't know if you guys saw that come out. We have a little pin, probably with a hole in the bottom. Nope. But he was sitting on top of this little guy. I would have thought that that little tit would engage in a hole inside of that wafer, but it didn't. And there's no spring in that one. Springless. All right, number 3. Another one. And the grease is holding him together. He does have a spring. Okay. Number 4. That looks like a key pin. Let's flip it around and go the other way. Number 6. We was a standard with another one of those little tit things sticking up. Number 5. Looks like an angled spool. With a long copper spring. And that should be it. We're missing number 4. Okay, 3 and 4 it looks like didn't have springs in them. Wait a minute. There's one stuck in there, looks like. There it is, 3. 3 does have a real fine spring. This being held in with grease. And that is it. Okay, let's look at this a little bit closer. It looks like this outer piece has been soldered to the side of it, and that's just looks like a protective bar to prevent anything from mashing down on this little detent and to give him room to kind of move around inside of there. Very, very interesting. All right. Thor, I have never seen anything like this. This is quite imaginative and definitely... Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm seeing another spring pop out. And there he is. Tiny little, very hair-like guy. Probably caught up inside of the debris inside of this core. Anyway, I've taken an awful long time, but when you get a lock like this, sometimes it takes a while to kind of figure out how the darn thing works and why it was defeating me for so long. I never would have thought to drill a hole in the side of the core like that and use that as a side lock, but it certainly worked and definitely locks it up at a 45-degree angle. I don't see any other holes inside of here that this would get caught up inside of. You probably could defeat it if you knew it was there. If you have a hook that's deep enough to get in there and push it out of the way to remove that detent from the lock position, probably would work. Without knowing it, though, you would never be able to get it. Anyway, fellas, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal. Thor, sir. This is on its way to Medicine Lake, Montana. Thanks, guys.